Everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Eddie Campos with Remax Preferred Associates, and this is Coffee with Eddie. And my very special guest today is Dr. Romules Durant with CPS Schools, Toledo Public School. So I know that there's a saying that if you want something done, give it to the busiest person you know. I think TPS Superintendent Dr. Romules Durant, you kind of fit that bill. If there's anyone I thought that was going to be able to get through this time, it was going to be you. I'm really impressed with the social media page and what you guys have done, and really impressed with what I see the teachers doing in your school system. You guys should really be proud on how you handled this whole distraction.
You know, we have a great staff here. Kudos to our communication department, Ms. Patty Mazer, Candace Harrison, as well as Ms. Matthews. What we wanted to do is be user-friendly and saying, okay, here's a notice that goes home. But we understand that everyone's going to walk away with a different understanding when they read something. So that's why we always made sure to provide a video, whether it was myself or someone within the district, that spoke to the letter that you just received. So we made sure that you were able to visually see and hear what the notion was about when we sent that home with you. And so that way parents were able to read as well as get a visual of hearing someone speak about, all the things that's going to happen, because it's very complex from one day to the next, as well as whether you're in a hybrid, whether you're in a remote, or how you go about getting your food, how do you go about getting mental health services, technology can be a challenge, how do you go about getting support, all these things had to come into play. And so we had to be able to think all those out, but more importantly, use our social media page as a true venue to get this information out to our parents and to the homes.
So let's talk about some positive things that you guys continue to work on. You have a new partnership with the Metroparks. I saw a great news conference between you and Dave Zank. What's going on over at Hawkins Elementary?
You know what? So Hawkins is a school we converted into Hawkins STEM plus M campus, science, technology, engineering, math, and medicine. And then we added A for art, which is what we're doing in each of the learning communities. So we had converted that elementary with a notion in mind that we wanted to do something big at that campus. At the same time, you have Hawkins that sits, and if you go across the field of Hawkins, it's the Natural Science Academy building, that's where our small animal program, our agricultural program, alternative energy program, drone, when it comes to agriculture, many of those things exist in that facility. And as you would look to next door, we have a major resource, botanical garden and Metroparks that have sat there for years, but we have never came together to develop a relationship. And shame on us, because at the end of the day, with taxpayer dollars, we should provide the most, because both of these locations are paid through tax dollars. And so we eliminated the fence line. There were two layers of fence in between us. We got rid of the fencing, we got rid of the vegetation, we put a bike path in there and developed a comprehensive plan that anyone who comes to the campus, not Botanical Garden, Metroparks, and TPS, this is now one whole campus of one, that if you come to this campus, you can have a nice bike trail experience, as well as some other experience that we're building into the location. I mean, they're able to permit for the soccer field. They're able to use the playground. We expanded the playground to service much more students. And at the same time, we're adding other amenities to the location that we know the community wants to use. A dog park, part of our small animal program. We are now going to provide a dog park there for the community, who really provides recreational opportunities for their dogs. But at the same time, students are learning, because that's part of the small animal program. It's more than just grooming, medication, and those things, but it's also recreation of exercise and health, because dogs can get depressed as well as fall out of shape just as much as humans. At the same time, if you keep going on our campus, we're putting a barn up, and the barn houses all our animals, as well as the greenhouse houses our reptiles. Well, at the end of the day, anyone who comes to that campus will have an ability to experience, whether it's the bike trail, soccer field, playground, dog park, or at the same time, get engaged with the animals that we house at our campus for our students to take care of. So I tell people that I come from the east side of Toledo, I've never seen a fox before. Well, I'm not only able to see a fox, but I'm able to see a white fox, and I'm sitting there and I'm just amazed that this is what a fox looks like, right? As well as an alligator that they're required to take care of as well, which requires special licensing that they provide over there. But there's well over 200 different animals that individual can come to the park just to experience, see, as well as become part and engage with as part of the wildlife Metropark experience, all happening because we're continuing to be collaborative in the work that we do. But again, kids can now come to that campus, go pre-K to 8th grade, as well as 9th through 12th, in essence of providing a program, in essence of wildlife, zoology, as well as agricultural aspects within that.
So there's always something going on with TPS schools. Is there anything you can give us a sneak peek of that will be coming down the pike that you want to announce today?
You know what? They're very aware of the Pre-Med High School of Toledo, which is a phenomenal relationship between ourselves, ProMedica, along with University of Toledo. This is going to be a state-of-the-art. This is going to be one of a kind in the state of Ohio that I would say probably across the country. At the end of the day, these students can come to the location. Again, at the location, students will be educated at the Toledo Hospital. So again, they will go through 9 through 12, spend their 9th grade year at the STEM campus, which is over there at DeVille, then spend 10th through 12th grade at the Toledo Hospital studying in the medical field. These students can come for a 2-year program or a 4-year degree program. The 2-year program, they could get a degree, an associate degree in certified medical assistance, phlebotomy, pharmacy tech, medical professional, as well as biomedical engineering. A 2-year associate degree right into it, literally can graduate with that associate degree.
That's fantastic.
Or they could go for the 4-year degree. The 4-year degree, they could go into pre-nursing, pre-med, pre-biomedical, as well as the healthcare pathway. What that means is these students will walk out a graduate of pre-med going into their medical program. If they come into this program based on the relationship, if they maintain a certain GPA, they will be waived the MCAT without having to get tutored or take the MCAT, automatic admission into the medical school within itself. You're talking about thousands of dollars of one, getting a high school diploma, a pre-med degree, at the same time, waive of an MCAT that ultimately allows you to get your match into the University of Toledo, into the medical school. I mean, at the end of the day, med students usually walk out anywhere around $300,000 of debt. In this case scenario, they'll come out with minimum to limited debt just based on having a workmanship collaboration between the medical field, university, and the school district.
That's phenomenal. So anyone that's interested in getting into whatever part of the medical industry, TPS schools has got a great place for them to start.
Definitely. And that's one of the things that we're doing is we're trying to provide a well-run opportunity. And we say we're one of the most comprehensive school districts. There's no profession that you cannot want to explore that you will not be able to get here in TPS. So if you want to become a physician, we have the best pipeline to do that. If you want to go into the career trade, such as carpentry and all those other things, we have a pipeline to go right into that. Same way with engineering, as well as multiple aspects, the Metroparks system, you name it. We provide a pathway through that. And not only through that, but internship as well as relationships for employment upon graduation. All those things are essential, which is what education is about, preparing for the workforce, but more importantly, making sure that you stay here so we can revitalize and have economic stability here in Northwest Ohio.
So let me ask you another question, kind of along this subject. Scott High School, they had a nice surprise last year from somebody who is a native of Toledo, Ohio. Can you touch on that for us?
You know what? Hat goes off to Mr. Steve Cadence. We appreciate him. This gentleman who has done well for himself in his career had chose to pay it forward and provide a responsibility. He doesn't want to call it, in essence, a gift. He wants to call it a responsibility, which is what he echoed to the student, meaning that he had chose to put money forward to pay for each graduate of last year, a full ride, tuition paid, room and board, you name it, full ride, books and everything. Not only is he looking to pay for the student, but one person, one parent of that child. That's meaning mom or dad is going to get the same full ride to get education. And that's truly making a difference when you're both going to school and you're educating from various different generations, but more importantly, putting the importance on, if the son or the daughter is going for education, so is mom and dad just as well. And so we're excited and appreciative that he has supported Scott High School in doing so. And he has been a great partner here in TPS as well as the city of Toledo.
That's a phenomenal partnership. That's not only a benefit to the school system, it's a benefit to the city of Toledo. Thanks for everything you're doing for all of us and for the kids of TPS schools. Thanks for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate it.